Righto, folks, here we are at Taralgon, round 4 of the Aussies, and going to share some thoughts. My first thought is that it was just fantastic to see a gate drop and people having fun on their motorcycles and just enjoying themselves in this, this sport we love. After what we've been through, what the sport's been through, it just really warmed the heart. Down here we have the red team and the blue team that are pretty dominant, and they, it's usually one or the other that takes a majority of the wins. This weekend, the red team won all 3 classes. So we had Kyle Webster win MX1, Brodie Connolly MX2, and Cade Kingsford MX3. So big day for the Honda team. They've done it before. And but sometimes there's a winner that is not the actual winner. I think today that would be Jed Beaton. Jed went 1-2 to Kyle's 2-1, which obviously gives Kyle the overall. But the thing about it is, Kyle's been taking a bunch of points off Jed's big lead, and it was very important for Jed to sort of stem the bleed there, which he did. The points gap doesn't change from this weekend. I think that's really important. And I think that's going to be really important, or could be really important, come the end of the series. So I think, obviously Jed's not going to be happy, but I think that Moto 1 win could be real important, particularly for him that this is a sand track, and everybody knows that Kyle is sort of the sand track guy. So that was really, really important. MX2, Brodie put on a bit of a clinic. Hopefully Ryder Kingsford can figure something out to make that a little bit more interesting. But his little brother Cade Kingsford, he just went out there and kicked ass in MX3. So I think one brother will be happy, the other one not so much.
Righto, Empire Kawasaki's Rhys Bud. How was Taralgon for you on that new bike?
Yeah, look, overall, there was definitely a lot of positives to take away from the weekend. Unfortunately, it didn't end the way I wanted it to. So, Moto 1, I was 7th. I knew I had a little bit more in the tank, but overall, I was pretty happy with the riding and all that stuff. And then Moto 2, got another pretty decent start. I think I was running, I feel like around 6th place, I think. I just had a little tip over around halfway, I believe it was. And then, unfortunately, as I was picking my bike up, I was cleaned up by another rider, so that resulted in a DNF. So it sucks, a little bit banged up at the moment, but everything feels okay. And yeah, like I said, a lot of positives to take from the day with the new Empire team.
Yeah, you seem pretty happy overall. Like you seem, your demeanour, we were just having a chat, and you seem pretty happy about your weekend, even though you're limping. So that's a good sign, man. Yeah,
that's it. I've only been with these guys for a few weeks, but I feel like we gel a lot together. It's a lot of fun. So like I said, the result on paper doesn't look good, but there's a lot of positives with my riding that I feel like I haven't had for a little while. So it's good to bring that back out, be in the mix, in the battle. So like I said, lots of positives on the new bike, and we'll rest up and we'll keep chipping away.
Well, I guess some perspective from you from the media tent, like, people were saying, like, geez, Rhys looks good on that green bike, like the I guess the eye test, as we say. You look good out there, you look comfortable, you look fast. So yeah, good stuff, man. And then just I like to throw in just a fun question at the end, man. So I've got a bunch of them, but how about this one? So if Hollywood made a Rhys Bud movie, what actor's playing you?
Playing me? Whoa. It's a bit of a hard one, eh? Yeah, I don't know. That's you've got me there. I'll have to have a minute or two to think about that one. I'd like to think someone cool, Tom Cruise, something like that, handsome man, something like that.
That's it. Someone that can rock a mustache.
That's it. All
right. Cheers, man. Thanks for your time, and good luck. And I'll see you at the next round.
Appreciate it. See you then.
Safe trip home, man.
Thanks.
Cheers. Righto, Bendigo's own Ty Kean. How was your day at Taralgon, man? You're a little bit beaten up.
It was not the best day. Probably the worst day all year in a while. But yeah, just crashed a fair few times and didn't really do a whole lot. But I think the rest of the boys went all right, and came out a bit better off than me.
That's it, man. That's it. So you hit the ground a few times, we know that, but how good is that winter racing triumph?
Oh, no, it's sick. When you're on top of it and not in the ground tasting the dirt, it it hauls around the track real well. So it's good.
Yeah, pretty impressive. Pretty impressive what the Triumphs have done in Australia this year, isn't it?
Oh yeah, for sure. Like what they've done, putting out a new bike over the last few years, they've done real well. Like there's a fair few of them out there in MX2 class being competitive, so it's sick.
It is, man. Yeah. What's your thoughts on the track? We've spoken before about how you're a Bendigo boy, and there's not a lot of sand around Bendigo, and we've had 2 sand tracks in a row, man. So, what's your thoughts on the track?
Obviously a fair bit different than the Bendigo dirt. That's like concrete out there, but it was good. Like I had a fair bit of rain coming in, and it was wet, but it was formed up well.
You're super fit, man. I seen you on the spin bike this morning. You're all in, but what's your cheat meal, man? So are you going to get something tonight? What's the go-to?
Oh, I don't know. A little bit of Macca's on the way home is usually good if they're quick, but
yeah,
I don't know. So lately they've been pretty bad on the order times. So,
they're not like they used to be, are they?
They're pretty slow, so I don't know. We'll see.
I can remember them doing a thing where if they were too slow, you got stuff free.
Yeah,
they wouldn't be able to do that nowadays.
No, they'd go broke, eh?
So maybe maybe some Macca's on the way home, eh?
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, probably.
Cool, man. Thank you heaps for your time. You're a bit banged up and doing an interview for us.
Yeah, sweet.
We'll see you next round.
Yeah, I'll see you there. Thanks, obviously, to everyone that helps out, the whole team, all them people there.
Let's get them. Let's get them sponsors, hey?
Oh, yeah.
Cheers, man.
Cheers, man. Thank you.
Rising Motorsports, Zach Watson. A great weekend for you, man. Tell us all about it.
It started out pretty good. Took the pole, so I was happy with that. It's always a good start to the weekend. The concrete starts I thought were going to be a struggle, but seems to work for me. So I got 2 good starts, 2 good motos. So I think I've come home 6th in the first moto. I had a pretty good battle in that one, and then managed to come home 3rd in the second one, which I'm pumped about. So I think 4th overall, down by a point off the overall podium, which I'm stoked. I'm over the moon with it all. So.
And you really earned it, man. Like then, especially in that second moto, you blew through like 3 or 4, other factory riders. So it was really cool to see.
Yeah, I train with Kirk 3 days a week, so it's I seem to run the pace like during practice. It's just been a struggle for me to get to race day. So to actually battle with those boys and straight up past them, it was pretty cool.
It was, man. Hey, have you thought about how you are sort of leading the world on the 450 Triumph? No one else is doing what you're doing yet. Have you ever sort of thought about what that means?
A little bit at the beginning. We just thought it was pretty cool that it's like Australia's usually behind when it comes to bikes, and this year, like with the Triumphs, we're ahead, which is great. Like a lot of research and development with them. We haven't had too many issues, luckily. They've been a really solid bike, so it's cool to think about.
It is cool, man. And then just a fun question to finish up, man. So if you weren't a motocrosser, what would you be if you'd never got that first mini bike and you never got into it? Dad never got you involved. What would you be doing now?
Oh, I don't know, probably fishing.
Fishing?
We'd have a big boat and we'd be fishing for sure.
You'd have a boat, go fishing. That's a good answer, man. I like that. Good stuff. All right, Zach. Cheers, mate. Thanks for your time and safe trip home.
No dramas. Thank you.
Righto. Cam Roberts, aka Rooster, Honda Racing Australia mechanic. How was your weekend here at Taralgon and your riders' weekend?
Riders' weekend was pretty good actually, especially from where he was at the last round. I didn't expect him to be up as high as what he was, but he certainly impressed a lot of people today. So just a pity in the last moto he had a bit of a tip over. Otherwise I think he would have had 3rd overall, but it's just small steps at the minute. He hasn't had much bike time, so I think we'll be even better at Warwick. So
That's the way. And I should have mentioned at the start that you're Wilson Todd's mechanic. Hey?
That's right.
I failed to mention, my bad on that. Yeah, he certainly looks a lot better than he has been over the previous couple of rounds where he's been pretty banged up. So it's pretty cool that he toughed it out at those rounds with the bad injuries he had. I remember him at Appen, man. He was like he was like the walking wounded,
he didn't say much at Appen. We pulled his start button down, we didn't get it the first time, and he just said, go away, I'm not doing it. So that's how much pain he was in. So
I know, man. That's crazy. Hey, these sand rounds, they wet sand rounds, That's got to be brutal on a bike, man. I feel for your mechanics.
Yeah, well, it was pretty brutal. Practice wasn't too bad actually, but as the day went on, first moto, oh my god, we had a lot of trouble getting our bikes clean. As you know, there's only a certain amount of time we've got in between the turnover, so we just basically rushed through everything to get everything done. So, but yeah, the sand makes it twice as hard, and especially the clean up afterwards.
Hey, give us your best tip for a novice mechanic. So for a dad that's just got his kid his first little race bike, what's your number one tip?
Just, go over the bike, you know what I mean? Like every nut and bolt, you pretty much got to go over. It's always handy to look at a manual. It's got a lot of torque settings, and the bike works a lot better if you torque the bike to the correct settings. The bike will actually move a lot better on the ground. So that's pretty much it. I mean, if you follow your torque settings and just basic maintenance, you can't go wrong. I got taught by Mike Lambin, so he drummed it into me from day one. So yeah, thanks Mike.
Awesome. Thanks Cam. Safe trip home, and thanks for your time. We'll see you at the next round.
You will.
Cheers mate.
Thanks. Bye.
Keep a lookout for, I've got a new brand coming. So I spoke about on the last reel how I'm doing some different things, and doing some shorter content, some more Australian content and that sort of thing. And so there'll be a new brand coming out. Keep an eye out for it. It's called Righto Moto, and that is a name that a friend of mine came up with because it's something that I say all the time, and it suits me. It suits the loose program I run. I like it. So Righto Moto, you're going to hear a lot more about that. I'm going to bug the hell out of people and build up that brand. My other brand, The Outside Gate, which is my long-form podcast, it'll still be around for a little while. We're not sure. I've really got to bite right into the shorter content that people are more likely to watch, and more Aussie content, so I can get to races and talk about things that I've seen up close, own eyes, and that sort of thing, like I have today, which I can't do obviously with the US content. Anyway, that's all good. Well done to everyone today. Well done to Taralgon. The whole thing. It was a ripper weekend. So cheers. Bye.